Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to Bevo's Tech Pack here on the ftog community server. I've done a few things around the mob farms between episodes, not too much, and I wanted to show you guys those first before we get started with what's on the agenda for today. And, well, first of all, I lit up the area a little bit, and I got rid of the environmental controller that gave us night vision, because I really don't spend any time down there anymore looking at the mobs. It's all up here. But don't worry, we're gonna take a break of this today. First off, what I did is I got one bedrockium from Mike, aka War Power, and I make an essence bedrockium drum because I wanted the mob farms to run longer, and it's now up to 212 buckets. But I've had the other mob spawners run for quite some time today, so this was actually empty. And once this is done, then of course it will shut it off again. Terrible sound. Did you guys hear that? My goodness. I think that was one of the nuclear craft ones. Ooh, that's scary. And I did some further testing with the wither skeletons, okay? I have 3 of the wither safari nets in there now. But they're not running anymore because they are not working. Let me show you guys why I did that. And that is, this is the output chest. For some reason, I got one wither skeleton skull. And I don't understand how I got it. So, but I let 3 run for quite some time and did not get another one. So this must have been just a fluke somehow. I don't know how it happened. And this rest of the stuff here is all items that are not... Apparently we just had a jockey. These are all items that are not getting filtered out. And you guys see we got a couple of legendary items already from this android stuff. So we should be ready to go. So let's see here. We got... an arm legendary, we got a legendary chest, a legendary helmet. I think that's all, right? Paw or arm, we got that. So we have them all. We also have some legendary phaser rifles and a legendary omni tool, which I had for quite some time right there. I killed one by hand way back in the beginning and got that. But anyway, so what I did here is I needed to start sorting this, okay? And I think it's quite boring, so I'm just going to run you through real quick. There's storage controller, bunch of drawers, obviously. Every one of them has a void upgrade and one storage upgrade with the obsidian. Just so I can keep a lot of this stuff, but can never overflow and gets voided. And I have one more down here. I've never gotten a bigger bag than the common. So I think the next one up is... what's the next one? I'm guessing legendary or rare. I haven't gotten one of these, and I don't think that we can combine the other ones into that. So, but it is there in case I ever get it. And over on this side, I have 3 more empty. And I'm keeping, some of the potions, this nuclear craft, these shards or whatever, the tiny lumps, these energy tablets. We got 56 of them already. And everything else that I thought was worthy keeping. And then over here, I decided to go with item ducts and servos because they're a lot cheaper than the advanced item filters. You cannot use the regular Ender item filters because you need to ignore NBT and metadata. And I think the regular filters only ignore meta, not NBT. And NBT is enchants on items. So, like these enchants, right? So while it did ignore the meta, which is the damage value, it never got rid of any of the other golden stuff and so on. But anyway, so I got a bunch. I have way too much. I'm using 5 of these servos, and they're not even full. But I set up a bunch of filters here. Make sure you have ignore mod owner. Actually, these 2. NBT or dictionary and metadata. These 3 right there. Ignore them. So any shovel, any sword, any bow, any wooden sword, any stone sword that comes into here will get voided in this one right there. Okay. And I set up a filter for the leather items, the gold items, the chain armor, and also iron. And then the other 5 here are empty. They don't have anything yet, so I could actually remove them eventually or just leave it here in case there's any other gobbledygook that I ever get that I don't need. Dimlets to be only 4. Wow. So that's how this works. And then, once it's empty, I can just sort this. And then I pretty much always know after this potion of healing, everything that's behind this is going to be new. All right. So that is it for the mob farms. And that's all I'm going to show you guys today because, I also set up 3 travel anchors. One at the mob farms, one in the ship, and one in the mine shaft. because it did get a little bit tedious running back and forth and taking this tube and so on. So I decided it's time to set this up. And crafting, very simple. I think this one here... What? Recipe. Why does it not show me the... Oh, because you gotta see the empty one. This one right there. The Ender Crystal took a little longer. I had to right-click an Enderman with a soul vial and put it in the soul binder, which is upstairs, or I should say in the ship. I'm running out of room in the ship. That's the reason why we need to build today, guys. Look at this cluster here. This is such a mess. It drives me nuts. Also down here, look at this. Look at this. This is not me. So that's why we're going to do a lot of building today. So we can start moving our stuff over or whatever we're going to do. But the soul binder is here in the ground. Because I don't have any more room. I don't know where else to put it. And that's where I used it. So let's go back over to the mine shaft. Maybe if the server lets me do it. Please. There we go. Nothing in here changed. No. I made one new tool. Where is it? Right here. I made a cobalt shovel with silk touch because I needed a bunch of grass. Check this out. And here's something you can see. You guys can... I'm pretty sure you can clearly see that this strip right here, these 5 blocks wide, just look at it. It's brighter. You guys see that than the rest of this grass? Or up there. And that is because I finally changed this to be carpenter's blocks with grass texture. So I don't have any more samplings planting here automatically. I did it on the right, left 5 wide, and also you guys see this here also is brighter. But there is no light here. So it's not a light thing. It's simply the carpenter's block with the grass on it having a little bit different lighting. It doesn't bother me that much. I might actually put some little decorations here eventually anyway. So, but... you guys see something is happening over here. And this is where I want to work on today. I don't know what I'm building, guys. I know I wanted it to be an oil rig or kind of a platform. I don't know if it's an oil platform. This over here is really an oil platform that Glitch built, you know, with the... This is the pump right there. And then he's got the oil storage and the fuel storage. It's gorgeous. I really like how this turned out. It's very, very nice. And this one actually opens up and the rocket... comes out there. That's their rocket launching station from underneath here. I'm gonna build something over here. I don't know exactly yet what, but I wanted to show you guys step by step of what I'm building. I built everything out of dirt first, including the thing here. This was all the way down to bedrock, made out of dirt. And then I used the Botania rod of the shifting crust. You guys see it's set to concrete. And then I have a bunch of concrete cooked up, and then I exchanged it all the way down. Dirt is placed with this, and when I pick it up, it goes into the dev null, so I never have dirt clogging up my inventory. So I wanted to have just one in the middle, and then I'm thinking something like one section. You know, I don't know, there might be other arms coming out with other wood pillars, I guess that's what this is. Going down to make it look like it is anchored into the ground, and on one of them we might have a tank, and another one we might have the rocket launching, because I do want to start with that, with the rockets. We need to get out of space. That's a big part of Bevo Tech Pack. But first, what we need to do is build a big area, right? I need to start setting up machines so I can do auto crafting. Or processing, we're handling in there. And I also need to find an area where I can get started with nuclear craft and so on. But for now, this is going to become kind of our control tower station thingamajiggy. I don't know what to describe it, guys. And I did not want this to just be straight. So I had 2 little outriggers where we might have another crane going down into the water here. Maybe another crane there. I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to just keep building everything out of dirt first. It's my motto, always build it first and then decorate it or replace it. It just makes it easier for me because, if I'm I don't like this, I don't need tools, nothing. I can just break this and it goes into my dev null. If I want to add something, it's just very, very convenient. Oh, I gotta show you guys this real quick. Mike Power did Botania for all of us pretty much in the beginning. So we got the rods of the land, we got the magnet, the sash I made, and so on. But I wanted it to be a little bit more decorated. So the other day I came on and I just Changed up a bunch of stuff up here. It was just out in the open, okay? So I decorated it with a bunch of living rock and also these white Portuguese pavement. And I see down here, I messed that up good. Oh boy. See, I can't get my ME here. I'm gonna show you quick. The exchanger thingy that just gets to you sometimes. Let me get a bunch of dirt. When you pick it up directly, it doesn't go into your dev null. But for right now, I'm gonna take it off just for a second. And then we can come over here. Shift right click this. And when you right click, you see it would change all of these blocks. That's what happened. It's very powerful, this one. But if you left click, you just change one by one. And I know that a while ago, a couple episodes ago, we made the equal trade one foci. But, you know, that's a lot harder to fill all the time. Well, I guess we got another one there. But I don't like it, so hit this out. So, but that's changed again. So I'm going to do some building over here. And then, how full is my mana ring? Right there it is. Band of mana. Yeah. What's else? Oh yeah, Angel Ring. Of course, that's why I don't have any room there. And when I got some progress over there, then I'll tune back in. It is 2 days later now, and I still don't have much to show. This is the third time I'm building this. First two, I'm just gonna spare you guys the ugliness that I built there. I wasn't happy both times. I had to tear it all down again. But if you guys are Metal Gear Solid fans, what I'm about to show you guys will probably ring a bell, and you guys can get the idea. This is going to be a big project, actually. A very big project, because there's going to be one main, I'm going to call this a factory building, and this is one of the towers. Altogether, there's going to be probably 2 of these. One further, I'm thinking of putting it somewhere back here. And then that one is going to be surrounded by 4 of these towers. I think those towers are going to be, the diameter is going to be a little bit skinnier than this here. And around this one, I'm going to have one more of these over here. Really close to shore, actually. And I'm worried that this might be a little bit overwhelming. And I hope Glitch doesn't get mad at me, because this is going to be big. But anyway, so this is a completely different design, and it's far from done, but I needed a break, so I emptied my inventory and everything, and I just wanted to give you a progress update. And I also wanted to tell you guys, when I built this one right here, I did a time-lapse. But for some reason, I cannot do time-lapses in Bevo's Tech Pack. I was with Grok on TeamSpeak a couple weeks ago, where we set up a different way of me making time-lapses, and whenever I do them, I get, like, me as the player 3 frames per second. Okay, it's horrible. I can't play like that, especially when you gotta place this many blocks, right? And the other way, when I log in my camera account gets about 6 frames per second, and I get down to about 10-ish frames per second. So I don't know what the deal is, because I have no problems doing time lapses like Infinity or all the other series that I did before, Mod Sauce and so on. But on this pack, for some reason, I can't do time lapses. So I'm just gonna have to keep giving you guys progress updates throughout the episode here. But yeah, so we're gonna have these catwalks here, connecting all the different towers. And I'm also gonna have probably some kind of diagonals mixed in here and there. And then these towers on the bottom are also gonna be connected with walkways just above the water. So everything is gonna be rigged together. And you guys see, I started playing around with a little bit of like a bracing right here, and then over here with some decoration. I just felt like trying something out, so I ran a pipe down here, whatever that is, you know, it doesn't need to be functional, it's just a decoration. And you guys see I'm using a block that I haven't used since Crafting Paradise, the bloodstained block. And I wanted to give you guys a quick update on how I make all that, because I'm gonna need thousands and thousands and thousands of that. And I said, this needs to be automated. But I did not want to put it into the ship's ME system, okay? I wanted it to be handled differently. So what I do is I go up to the mob farm, and I pick up a bunch of rotten flesh. And over here, I'm getting the cobble from underneath. And this is an advanced crushing. See, I sped it up a little bit, but I couldn't go too far because I didn't want to drain too much power, okay? So this is crushing it into gravel, and then the gravel comes into this advanced crushing factory, and it makes the sand, and the sand goes into this barrel. And I kind of, like I said, I don't want to use tesseracts over here, so I'm actually gonna let this run again because I'm low on sand. And I want this to be full before I continue, because this right here is only gonna be 3 stacks because sandstone to make these bloodstain bricks. And then I set up a new craft over here. Here's a just exports the sand with a stack upgrade into this crafter, and I set up to make sandstone, then to make sandstone slabs, then to make chiseled sandstone out of that, and then you need 4 of those to make the smooth sandstone, and then you combine it with a rotten flesh to get that. So now, if I want, let's say 4 more stacks, all I gotta do is, or let's just make it all, however much we can make right now, so this can actually run while I'm having dinner or whatever. And you guys see the thing is going to town, and then all I gotta do is take this out, and now I'm actually waiting for sand, apparently, again. Are you not accepting this fast enough? Okay. And I set this to remember this layout. I put 1 on each, so it doesn't make more sand than I actually need, or I should say the sandstone here. Because once I'm done with the project, I don't need the sandstone anymore. And again, it's waiting for sand. And we're out. Okay? So I'm also going to let this go, but that's how I make the bloodstained blocks here. And then, of course, you can just take these. When you look at the usage, you can put it in the chisel, or when you put it in a crafting grid, you get to fit it. And then you can also, I use a few of the, where is it? Right there, bloodstained blocks, the stairs, I should say. And then we might, I don't think I'm going to use these ornate for anything. But anyways, I just wanted to show you guys how I do that. And now, like I said, I'm going to need to wait for more sand, even though that's a little bit here. That's going to build me 1 more of these towers here to the side. And this down here, by the way, are supposed to be floaters. Because, well, it looks, like I said, if you're a Metal Gear Solid fan, you probably know what I'm trying to build here. It's a big part of the game. I think it shows up in multiple episodes and multiple parts of it. But I'm pretty sure it's in Metal Gear Solid 5, I think. I can't remember. But anyways, that's what I'm going for. And this is the only one that's going to have 2 floors. Well, the other factory floor over there is also going to have 2. So right here is actually the main floor where you come in and out. And how I'm going to connect this over here is going to be quite a challenge, because we need to go up. But I don't really just want to build stairs up there, it's not realistic. So I don't know what kind of a thing we're going to have here. I'm not sure yet, guys. I'm going to worry about this in the very end. I'm going to connect this bridge to that. And you guys can clearly see a progression, I hope. That's what I'm going for. I don't want to ramble too much, but you guys remember, we crashed with the ship. And we took some of the advanced technology out in the beginning here with the solar panel to help us out. And then we started with the, primitive power. And then we moved up in the world by making our mine shaft, where we started, making steam machines. You guys remember the segment about that, right? And then we stumbled across the magic mobs down there. And now it's time with all these machines and so on that we can actually now, upgrade. And that allows us to, go out there in the ocean where we don't need to be worried about any other magical mobs or the indigenous people and so on, getting to us. And here we can then fully focus on, becoming technology-wise very advanced and go up into space. So that's just the story I'm still going with. So there is supposed to be a difference between the bridge and this, because this bridge in the beginning, when, we started expanding here, was for ships and so on, because, we needed to explore the oceans or whatever. But now it's time that we're upgrading. So this is going to be a little more modern looking, but not, not high tech. I don't want it to be high tech. And I really like this block. It's not too strong red. I used I looked at the bloodstone from Blood Magic, even though I don't have it yet, but I could have used Shack to set up, or Wild Rascals and get me a bunch of those, which would have been much easier. But it was just way too red. Anyways, guys, I'll be back when I have some more progress to show. Alright, I crafted a bunch more stuff. Ooh, it's perfect. It's night. The flour right here, by the way, I used bone meal on. And then I take these roses and put it in a pulverizer to get red dye to make these red lamps down here. They're from Project Red. I have redstone torches on top, but down here I wanted something stronger because there was a shadow around this in the water, and I wanted to get rid of it. And these lamps are doing a much better job. Let me just show you here real quick now, and then I'll sleep to make it day. So we got 3 of these towers, whatever they're called. I don't know what you call this. And then I made another platform over here that I did not want to be. This is more like an outside. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, ooh, helicopter pad. Maybe. But I actually wanted to be the helicopter pad on top of this. But I don't know. Maybe we'll make a helicopter pad or something out of this. Otherwise, I was thinking of, you know, maybe have tanks on there or whatever. You guys see I'm playing a lot with this catwalk, and there's one thing here that I don't like already, and that is this catwalk down here. I did tell you guys that I wanted to connect them on the bottom, but this is just so unrealistic right here. You know, if there's big waves, well, this is just gonna go kaput, right? And otherwise, this is just too freestanding, too far, too long, I think. So I'm gonna take this down real quick. And I want to do a couple of little things here and there with you guys, because there's no way I'm going to get this done today. And I'd really like to get this episode out. It took me much longer than I anticipated already. And, of course, on the bottom, there's nothing in these. This is just show, right? There's just water here. So maybe in the future, I'm going to do something like it goes down all the way, even though they're supposed to be floaters. But if they're floaters, how would this ever stand up, right? It must be because of these cross braces or something. There's just no way that this would ever work. And another fun fact, by the way, guys, you cannot sleep on concrete. It always keeps telling me you want to sleep on that. So that's kind of weird. Oh, we're waiting. Hopefully somebody else will sleep. Oh, very cool. Somebody slept. So let me go back to my other bar. So what I was thinking here is, I want to have these doors here. Okay, these, oh, they're perfect. I like it. And the frame is not the best, but it's fine. And we're going to put a button here. And I set them to, you know, redstone only. So they will only open when you use a redstone signal. If I just right-click this, nothing happens. Again, this is just for show. I don't see myself ever using these. And now let's try something else out here. Instead of having the... this one right there. It connected all the way around. I think if we have something like this, that would look better. Yeah, that definitely adds some detail to the bottom of this. Of course, I'm going to have to get rid of the... This catwalk mod is amazing. I really, really like it. The only thing that I wish you could do is, you see, when I place it right here, it takes the floor of this on. And then when I use my... Do I have the blowtorch? Yeah, right there. If you use the blowtorch, I think you know, instead of just disabling it like here when I right-click, it turns it off. It would be nice that there were 3 stages, like show it on top or off. I kind of wish, because I want to see that crate on top, right, when you run it across, or have the option, I should say. And now we can remove the inner one. You just right-click it with that blowtorch. On every block, you can turn everything on and off individually, which is really cool. Let's just get rid of these. And then we'll take a look at this in a second. And I was thinking that it's quite possible that the inside of every one of these is concrete. That I'm going to change that. I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's good. But these lights now kind of are blocked. So we might have to put them... Let's see what it looks like. Have that, please. This one. And put them on the outside. Right there. Yeah, I like that better. Instead of having it on top. I don't know if... I only have one magnum torch up there in the middle, so it's quite possible that this doesn't reach anymore or far enough. So I might have to do some other trickery to make sure I don't get any mobs spawning anywhere. But we'll get to that later. Okay, so the bottom of these, I'd say, is kind of done. And let me know, guys, please, if you have any recommendations or ideas of different blocks and so on, please let me know, okay? And, of course, I'm going to do the same thing over here later. And then I did a thing in here. I was playing around with a roof. I used the stone slabs painted with steel right there. Because, well, I don't want to use steel. And they're slabs. And then I put an MV capacitor with an advanced photovoltaic cell on top. But I'm not happy about this. What just happened? Oh my, that scared me, guys. I'm like, what happened? Oh, because the photovoltaic is expensive. That's why I'm actually going away from it. And we're going to do a thing here now. On the inside, it's off now because I removed it, but there's 3 floodlights. What else did I just get? Oh yeah, the LV wire connector. I forgot. I gotta get LV here. I still only have 3 left. That's fine. That's perfect. So I can show you guys 1 building. That's all we're gonna need is 3. But let me just craft up more so it's already going. Cool. But what I want to do is I want to run power via cables. All right, so I figured that's what we're going to do now. And it's going to come out right there from whatever we're going to have down here. And I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to make this. How about I put this cell right there? That will work. Okay, now let me get this and these connectors. So we're gonna put 1 right there. And now, I wonder if this is gonna be far enough to get to here. And what happens? Okay. They don't point down or any. Well, actually, let's try. Sometimes you need to use this hammer. I don't need the chisel right now. Right click. No, you can't do anything. Alright, so we're gonna hang these directly on here, which should work. And let's get the MV. I want to run MV to the different buildings. Perfect. See, I like that. I wanted to do something like this. So you have cables, and then like when I run ME cables, I want to run them directly next. Oh. Oh man, that scares me. These because they're scaffolds, they're 1 hit with your fist, just like that. Man. Okay, now twice I got a heart attack. That's enough now. Alright, and I'm gonna have to remember how I did this. So that's 3 span. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, I don't need to worry about the top ones. I count those out later. I just need to run this across. So I have something to hang my wires against. And this is... Well, let's try it. I'm gonna laugh if it actually does reach all the way to here. But I think that is more than 16. No, it works. Awesome. Very cool. And now comes the tricky part, though. Now I need to get this to come up and into the building. But I don't know how I want to do that. Let's see. What is this gonna look like when I put it like that? All right, that works. And then I guess we'll come... How am I gonna do? I need that to come up and then over. Let me get the wall mounts out. I don't know. Ooh. Let's see if I use this. Come out like that. Then right here. That doesn't connect. Okay. I'm gonna need to figure out a different block for that. But now my problem is that if I come with the wire to here... No, this needs to go higher. You know what? Steel fencing. Let's use some of these. Right there. And if we come up like that, And what happens when I place this one in? That looks weird. Very weird. Isn't there something? Do I have a post? Yes, I do, but that's gonna be really tall. I know that... Do we have immersive integration? I can't remember. We do. I can make the shorter one. This one right here. Extendable wooden post. Let's get a... Alright, I'm running out of room. Let's get one of these. So you, I don't need you anymore, or you, or you, or you, or you for right now. Let's get all of these. And some stone bricks. And let's make one of these here real quick. Let's just make them all. Who cares? Alright, and let me send this back so I have room. And now with these, what we can do... And I want it to be here. Okay. Right there. I don't think it's gonna work. Ha! I have an idea. Okay. There. And I can go here. Wait. I thought that I used to have a crafting table here. Do I have a crafting table on me? Nope. Crafting table. Alright, let's make one set of stairs here. And we're gonna put that right here. Perfect. Sorry, guys. Should have thought this through a little earlier. Whoa. Wrong one. Where's the fence? I used it all to make these. We'll need to make a few fences real quick. Because you can put the fence posts into that. That's all I'm gonna need. And you can extend this as high as you want by yourself. So if I put another one, it makes it higher and higher, right? But I just want it to be one simple thing. And now I think I can wrench this. There we go. And if I hang it on the bottom... No, I don't even need that. All I need is the MV wire right there. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, that took a long time. Run this up to here. And then should I put that in the middle? Or should I put it into... Why don't we put it right here? I think that would make the most sense. And we're gonna put that MV capacitor, but that's gonna be flush. I don't know. We're gonna have to try if that works. If that wire connects. I hope it does. If not, then I need to make this one higher. Oh, it just goes through the stone. I'm fine with that. That's perfectly fine. So that's my input, and the output is already set on the bottom. And there, I'm gonna go with the LV when I'm inside the building. Cool. So now we can get rid of these torches and set up these floodlights in here. And I want them up in... I don't like that. You can see the red right there. That's okay. Stay focused. Stay focused. And get this wrench. And then you just right click it. And I want it to be... It's gonna happen. The server's taking a second. See? Come on. There we go. Like that. Yeah. And then we're gonna do this last one. One more. Like this. Good. And now I should be able to run. I'm pretty sure I cannot run it to over here. No. Okay. I have chat turned off, guys, so we don't see the messages. But that's fine. Oh, that's because I'm using MV. My bad. Where did I put the LV? Here we go. So we're gonna run the LV to here, and then lastly to here. Perfect. So that is how I want to light these up in the middle. So I don't need to have any lights and so on, and we have wires running around. I really like this. You know what I mean? It's supposed to get more advanced in the tech, but I don't want it to be super advanced yet. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the next once we go into outer space. That's when we're gonna start building really modern. Now let me see here. Is there anything else I wanted to do right now? No. So we got this figured out. I'm gonna do the same around here on the bottom, and I like the caution one. You know, that's probably what you would have in real life, so people can easily see. Can easily see an entrance and so on. I just thought of something. Check this out. It's probably something we would have in real life too. At catwalk. This thing right here. Let's make that. And we go back to the mine shaft and run out. That's the quickest way. I don't have a travel anchor set up here yet. Oh, check it out, by the way. I played around with some labeling. This is, I don't know, means 5-1. What does that mean? I don't know. I just wanted to have something on there because on these oil rigs, you always have these kind of labels and so on, right? In the game, it actually has a certain petroleum company's name on it that I did not want to use, you know, because, I don't know, maybe they don't like it when I use it. But here, for example, we're going to have a ladder like this. You know what I mean? So if somebody would ever go overboard, they can find their way back in here. And then we can wrench this, and it's open. Oh, on the bottom also. Oh, wait. There we go. So now people can... Of course, I got to open this up here also. Otherwise, they can't get out. There we go. That's how we want it. So people can get in and out of the water also if they ever fall in. Perfect. Well, guys, you see, I have a lot to do, and I can't wait to hear from you guys any ideas. I still want to build, of course, I'm going to have to figure out something. Yeah, by the way, I was thinking of how I can connect these two would be, because I also need some kind of a transition, right? What we could have here is have this bridge, maybe extend a little bit further to like right here, and then build a, like an entrance house, okay? That is the same style as this over here, right in this area. Not too big. I'm going to say like 7x7, something like that. And that's also on a floater. But you come in on that height. And then inside of that, you go up on a ladder. I don't know why my mouse just jerked like that. Sorry about that. You come up on a ladder or an elevator or something. And then there's scaffolding coming over into this area, actually. Okay. And in here, this floor, I'm playing around with this wireframe. Because, check it out. It's so fast in here. I don't like this. This is not sprinting. So when I sprint, I'm like a rocket in here. And it's very stuttery when you move. And that's because it's concrete. And the other thing is, like I told you earlier, when I want to right click, it tells me you want to sleep on that. And I think it's, check it out. When you look straight ahead, there's a little step down onto this concrete. You guys see that? I don't know if that makes it spawn proof or that's the reason why they're doing it. I don't know. But I'm not a big fan of it. So I might change the concrete out to this wireframe here. And of course, on top of these, I want to have different decorations. Like, depending on what's in it. Let's say we're going to make this the machine room. The main machine room, okay? Whatever it's going to be. Then I will have on top here, like, ventilation, fans, and whatnot. This over here, let's say, becomes the auto-crafting. You know, if... deep storage units and auto crafting from AE and so on, then it's possible then on top here I'm gonna build a big antenna kind of style thing, okay? And then on the last one over here, something else, whatever I come up with. But I want, you know, have different things. I don't want them to all look the same. Besides this base skeleton here. Anyways, guys, that is all the time I got for today, and I'm gonna get busy building a lot more. I want to get most of the work done until next episode so we can actually start using these rooms. And please let me know down in the comments what you guys think about it. And if you have any ideas, I'd also like to build some kind of a speedboat somewhere here. Let me know how you guys like that idea. And otherwise, I'll talk to you in the next episode. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.